All right, I believe this is going to be the first video I do with the new mic. It might have been that RE5 video, but nobody cares about RE5, so it would be this. So next up we are doing Judgment map 25 on the mega difficulty, and it was attempt 14. Well, let's go. Ooh, I think I remember this one. Oh, yeah. By the way, this map only has... I feel like I'm yelling over the game here. This map only has 191 monsters on Ultra Weapons. Remember, we're not playing on UV, we're playing on MV, on Mega Violence. That's why all of these videos say megmamax. I don't really want to title the video with violence. And it wouldn't even be non-YouTube friendly in like the true way, because sometimes videos aren't super appropriate. So this is not that. That was scary. You saw all those rev missiles coming towards me. I got away with that. Definitely the hardest part of the level. Obviously not the scariest because it's so early. By the way, I haven't forgotten about Formless, and I haven't forgotten about Sleepwalking. Right now, I don't really have interest in Sleepwalking Map 3, except insofar as it's tied to Map 2. But I do anticipate relatively quickly going back to Map 3 of Formless, because I have practiced that quite a bit. Not like super recently, so I probably have to practice it more to remember how to do stuff. But I have put time into practicing it, and I feel like it would be a grind, but I would beat it eventually. Probably. But maybe I'll save that for like a weekend, or maybe 2 weekends. It's a long map, and it's quite hard. Something like this is a really classic style map. I say a classic style, but I'm going to list out like 3 different things it does. Key hunt, but also there are multiple keys, and when you get those keys, you have a mini challenge. Not a mini challenge, you have a full arena fight elsewhere, and when you get that item, it adds in more stuff into the center area, which is kind of what's happening here with this initial key, especially, because it like teleports around or something. I don't think that you need to like locate them in the exact correct order, because you'll see the monsters anyway. This part was also pretty tricky, because you could get caught here pretty easily. And even though it's only a handful of imps, they, you know, have more teleporting in. I think it's very easy to try being greedy here, but you take it a little slower than it might feel appropriate, because it is a tight space, and I know it's easy to say, oh, let me just get super close, they're only barons. But they do swing twice, right? They're not normal barons. Now, you could say, like I kind of suggested, this is a classic style map and does fall into literally the only complaint I've had of this set, that it does samey progression. But it mixes it up a little bit with the return to the center area and how that center area has stuff going on. I'm always thrown by how tall the Black Baron is. Oh, what's the other map set where... Because we only have 240 bullets here, which is not a lot. Because we're playing... You know, we've got a super chain gun, so you would think you would have more ammo, right? Which is something that Skill Saw would do. And honestly, I'm a little surprised they don't do it here. But in... Oh, what was it called? The BFG 9000. But it looks like the one from Doom 64, but it's just as good as this one. Yeah, it's the Doom 2 one, I mean. The other one... Oh! Anteresian Legacy. And Anteresian Legacy is, I think, one of the WODs that I would suggest more than a lot of other WODs, because I think it's more unique. There's this, like, specific thing that it does, and I really don't remember anything else doing that, except maybe Skill Saw. And even then, I don't think Skill Saw really does the exact same. Alright, it's been too long. I can't tell you if he always spawns there or I got lucky. Whatever the case, that was a really good hit, and I'm glad that he was in fighting. I still don't have a super shotgun? Oh, weird, right? Going in, I kind of anticipated this WOD would be a little more like Anteresian Legacy, but it's really not. It's closer to Of Eternity, I think. Am I comfortable with that comparison? No, I don't think so. I do think it's more Of Eternity than a lot of other things. I don't know. How do I characterize this WOD? I think Of Eternity is more focused on being episodic and has more distinct what the... Oh, okay. He had such low health after that hit. Like, that makes sense. Like, I was surprised that he survived the hit, so then died to some random fireball. I have a feeling that, you know, I wasn't perfectly close, and also, we gotta remember, the block map does exist. You know, respect your block map. I mean, it is a megawad. It is a super high quality megawad. So it makes me think of Eternity. It makes me think of Skill Saw, maybe. Skill Saw is a little more distinct in terms of, you know, run and gun, fairly easy levels, at least compared to a lot of other crazy stuff out there. Like this fight, I don't think you would see in a Skill Saw run. Or if you did, I think there would be more health around. Maybe a Megasphere or something. This is a pretty tough fight. You want to use rockets to deal with the pinkies. You need to avoid the Rev shooting behind you. But also, rockets aren't great for hit scanners. And look at that, 20 health. You know, this isn't an easy spot. But it looks like we're getting out of here. Oh, I missed the key. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have to go back anyway. And the reason I don't want to say this is like Fractured Worlds, sorry, obviously it's not like Fractured Worlds. Like Anteresian Legacy. I have to think about that so much whenever I say it, because it's two words I don't use often, and it's also close to Anteresian Legacy, which is a different thing. Which you should play, by the way. Anyway. Anteresian... Wait, which one is which? Legacy is the blue one, the blue Megawad. That's nice. That is enough. That is so mean. Oh, we got the first Archvile so good, and then the second one zapped us. Oh, right. I need to be like checking the audio every so often. But it's a new mic, so I should feel pretty confident. Anteresian Legacy is the blue one. Megawad, and is honestly the one I'm thinking of. I like Anteresian Legacy, but it's by design a little harder to pin down. Legacy is the blue one, and I think it's like Skill Saw's gameplay a little bit in that it's a lot of run and gun. It has exploration, it has larger maps, but there aren't too many secrets. But it's a bit harder. I also think that another Archvile surviving a BFG is not like random, you know. We didn't hit all the tracers. I also think Anteresian Legacy maybe, I don't want to say does the best because, you know, obviously I can't run through every WAD I've played, but it does a very good job at, I'm going to pause while I talk about that. It does a very good job of having episodic themes that layer. Like you play of Eternity, you have like castle theme, you have woods theme, and Scythe 2 does this too. A lot of WADs do it. And then you have like ice theme, you have lava town. They're very distinct. It's not clear how they play off each other. But for none of Eternity, Anteresian Legacy, when you get to those later levels that are all blue, it feels like these are the blue castles that have been alluded to with the blue highlights in earlier levels. I'm a big believer in mostly monochrome Doom maps, or at least color-coded Doom. You know, orange and green, Sunlust. Red, Heartland. Fractured Worlds, blue. No SP2. I would associate it with blue, right? Okay, moving on. And obviously the deep navy blue, like watery blue, is Legacy. Okay, so now we've got Cyber Demon. While I go in for the close cyber, what I'm thinking is, okay, you're infighting, I'm going in for a hit. You're good. And the far cyber is what I'm looking at. And the reason we killed the close cyber is precisely so that I can focus on the arch files. And at this point, we're kinda good to go. I had a little heart attack watching that, but because I forgot for a moment that you can telefrag these guys. No way. There were more cyber demons up there. I can't believe I forgot that. And I just was like ignoring them. Did I get lucky? Was I dodging that? Because I wasn't looking at it on the rewatch. So who knows? Come on, just shoot him with a BFG. You know, if you're the big Doom player, I think you know why I was concerned there. And it wasn't the tight space with the pillars. It was the decline. Whenever Doom guy goes on a decline, he's falling. Which is, by the way, how stairs work in real life too. But you don't have any air control in Doom. If you're going upstairs, you have exactly as much control as you would on the ground. But if you're going downstairs, there's that split second, even though it's only a couple stairs, where you don't have any control. And that would be bad. So there's the last secret. And I think it's going to be like a couple map 7 enemies. I think it's Archviles, but it might be Manx too. And like a couple... Oh, I said Archviles. I meant Arachnotons. And some Archviles. So I have enough. I have enough ammo. Am I not taking the mega armor? Am I just forgetting about the mega armor? Because there was blue armor over there. I only have 43 armor right now. Did I seriously just forget to grab armor? This is not professional gameplay. I just forgot to take the armor. Okay, I was completely wrong about the enemy. Jeez. By the way, I didn't practice this section like at all. I practiced the other stuff. This one I just didn't. I just didn't practice it. Which might be why it looks a little more chaotic compared to the other parts where I did take some hits, but I had a plan. This is just kind of freeform. And, you know, it worked out, but we're 16 and a half minutes in, and I could have died there very easily. So I should have practiced this more. But, you know, it is what it is. 4 more monsters. Oh, there's the Archvile. And I think just 3 pinkies. So yeah, that is map 25. Yet another banger. Ooh. With a splashdown, you find yourself sinking down in the darkness. You feel your lungs start to burn as you... The place is different. No longer there is a sense of danger or torment. Rather, it is strangely welcoming. It's calm and slightly mesmerizing, but you see them still. More of the demons have been waiting for you. The skies... See, this is why I try to read fast, because the thing just zaps out of here. All right. If you want to read it, you have to pause it. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.